In this video, I'm going to teach you from not knowing anything about this instrument to playing your first melody. And we're not going to go through theory, we're not going to go in depth into sheet music reading. I just want to give you an idea of how to start, what to expect and what to do with our fingers and build off from there. So if you're not sure about the piano is going to be your main instrument, or you're not sure about committing to piano lessons, I would suggest for you to watch a video like this, try and learn something or pick up at least one tip from myself, practice that at home and decide if the piano is for you. When we come to the piano, we always have black things and white things. These are keys, and we have the black keys and we have the white keys. This is going to be the most important part of finding your first note, because all of these look the same, except we have two black keys and we have a group of three black keys. I want you to remember, and there's no hidden technique or no hidden secret, I want you to remember the two black keys in the middle of your piano, and we're going to look for something called middle C. Now this will be very hard for you to remember first, because especially if it's your first time, I just want you to memorize that position, the two black keys, and the white key right to the very left of it is your middle C. And why is this middle C so important? Well, this sets up our fingers. So with our fingers, if you rest it, so follow me, you can rest your fingers on your piano as well. If you rest it down naturally and you have one finger per key, we have our thumb, second, third, fourth, and fifth. I want you to try keep your fingers on these keys at all times. You can do it all together, you can work on it one by one. And the reason why I encourage 5-finger structure practice already, which you probably don't have in your very first lesson, or what I've experienced with piano teachers, they tend to teach you to use the same finger and strike different keys on the piano. I prefer to work through different fingers already. Now, you don't have to play it fluent, but at least in a way, if I call out number 1, you should have this note played or this note in your mind. If I say number 2, you should automatically think about striking that key. Number 3, number 4, and number 5. So there's no movement. You don't need to move your hands back and forth. You can keep it in the same position. And this is for right hand. It's just going to be the easiest way to start our piano journey. So I'm going to go for a little quiz with you. And again, you can skip this part if you already know this, or if you feel that you want to move on straight to learning your first song. But for a little quiz, have your fingers ready on your piano. I don't want you to press anything yet, and I'm going to call it a number, and I want you to strike it. And I'll play the note for you after, and you'll find out if you've got the right answer. So, have your fingers ready, starting in the middle C with your thumb, rest your right hand. I want you to play me number 4. If you got this, you got it right. Now, we'll just do a few more. Give me number 5. Number 5. I'll give you another one. Number 2. How about number 2? Which is? And we'll do one more. Give me number 1. Which is? That there. Instead of even counting your fingers, all we need to do is rest our fingers on the keys and then work our way from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll get straight into our song learning. And what I want you to see here is we have some paper, we have some dots, we have a lot of lines as well. I'm just using the Alfred series book, so if you do have that, you can follow along very easily. This is page number 32, a happy song. Otherwise, you can just follow from the video. I want you to recognize and find all of our number 1s. This is the hard part now. This is about labeling it on sheet music. Now, of course, if I call out numbers, you'll be able to play all of this easily. But I want you to have the ability in this first lesson to at least see what it looks like on paper. So we're going to try and learn 2 things within these few minutes. First, I want you to see a middle C. Now the middle C is always this black dot or a white dot, it could be anything, with a line cutting through that. So we call this a line note. You'll find it right here. This is what the middle C looks like. So we look for any of those middle Cs on this piece of music. At the moment, all I see is at the end of the song, there is a middle C. Now it doesn't matter the color. Don't worry about it, whether it's black or white or whether it has sticks or anything like that. We don't care about that at this stage. I just want to see where the numbers sit. So we're going to label this C number 1. Now, I'm going to pull this little table up over here and you can follow along and label your numbers in. So it goes from middle C and the next note up, which is this one, was our number 2. The number 2 is also known as a D. So whenever you see the space note, which is above that middle C, or the lowest part right here, that is our number 2 or D. The next note up, we have a number 3, which is an E. Next note up, we have a number 4, which is an F, and number 5, which is a G. Now I'm going to label this on the sheet music so you see exactly where these numbers lie. For now, don't worry about what these look like, these black blobs, these white blobs. We don't care about that. I just want you to first follow the numbers. So, following our numbers now, I have number 5 written here. And this is why it's important to do that quiz, to test yourself on where your numbers sit. So number 5, and the next note I see is number 4. The next note we see is a number 3. Then number 2. Then we have a number 3. We have a number 4. And we have a number 5. It's very simple when you don't worry about all these dots, all these notes, any of those details. Numbers is what we're familiar with in the real world. We're going to stick to that at least for the first lesson. So we have numbers. Once we're good with those first 2 bars, that part there, we'll shift along and do the next 2 bars. So the starting number here, as you can see, is number 4. Then it goes to number 3. Then it goes to number 2. Then it goes to number 3. And it goes to number 4. So we should be very comfortable with numbers. So let's move on to our second line. We have some more numbers we can follow. And I'm going to play it for you. Again, we'll work 2 bars at a time. So we have number 5. This one. Remember the thumb, always keep our hands in the same place. Try not to take it off the piano. Otherwise we forget where to put it back. Then we have number 4. Then we have number 3. Then we have number 2. Then we have number 3. Then we're back to number 2. Back to number 3. And go to number 4. It can be pretty straightforward, but let's keep going. We've got number 5. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. And finally, number 1. Which is this one, our middle C, or number 1. I don't mind whatever you call it. In the future, we're going to know the names. We're going to know middle C. We're going to know all of these letter names. But for now, we just want to remember the numbers because it's very familiar. If you want to learn the full sheet music on how to read it from the beginning to the very end, all these strange lines, all these strange curves, I have a website and it has currently a limited time special when you can come in, you can learn whatever you want. And these lessons also include real piano lessons from my students. So you'll be able to find what I teach in the lessons, how I explain it to my students, and how they pick it up. You'll be able to ask me for any extra help and any personal feedback, and I'll be happy to make a video explaining that and teaching you, because all my goal is to make you a better piano player and help you enjoy to learn more songs whenever you want. To summarize today's lesson, I want you to remember The most important thing about this piano is finding where our fingers sit. If we don't even know where to start from, you won't be able to play your first song. We look for the black keys and we look for 2 of them. We don't care about the 3, we care about the 2. Then, to find our starting note, we don't play the 2 black keys, but as what we saw and that's what we've listened to, we go to the white key to the very left-hand side. And forget about any letter names, forget about counting fingers because that takes time. I want you to sit down and play straight away. Put our fingers on and line them up to every note. 1, second finger, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Don't stretch it to that. 1 finger owns 1 key. When we're able to recognize that, I want you to memorize and know what the C looks like on paper. That's the only thing on the paper I want you to remember. Just that middle C. And label it number 1. There's no other way to practice that. It's just trying to memorize what it looks like. When you're fine with memorizing it, then we can start working our way up from C to the next note up, the number 2, which is D. Then we'll work our next note up, number 3, E, number 4, F, and number 5, G. So you can call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or in the future we'll be starting to call it C, D, E, F, G. We'll start naming them letters instead. I'll be continuing this series on YouTube, teaching you how to play piano from the beginners. Of course, you'll be able to find all my personal videos and ask me specific questions on my website. Otherwise, I'll see you in next week's video and we'll learn some more about the piano.